Greetings to all. We'll talk about 10 financial planning approaches for uncertain times today. A financial plan can help you stay focused on your long-term objectives so that any short-term setbacks won't deter you from your aim. Many people take a cautious approach to money management, shifting their focus to playing it safe and keeping their finances afloat until things change when faced with financial uncertainty, whether it is due to job insecurity, income loss, or something resembling a recession. When it is wise to exercise caution, when uncertain, most people react by putting their financial planning on. However, putting off financial planning does not put you in a position to weather unpredictable times stronger than before. In fact, with the correct financial preparation, you may use these unplanned events as an opportunity to improve your financial stability and take the essential steps toward a better future. Here are 10 tips for getting ready for financial planning in uncertain times. 1. Keep track of your spending after creating and reviewing your budget. It's time to manage your expenses, which entails noting every penny you spend. When you first start, itemizing your expenses could seem like a lot of work, but if you know why it's crucial to do so and how to do it efficiently, you'll be able to stick with it and become more conscious of your spending. Families need to reassess their finances and reorder their priorities for spending. Find strategies to decrease the latter as much as possible by deciding what is necessary and wished for. Unnecessary costs could include dining out, entertainment, and new clothing, to mention a few. All these things are crucial, but you must postpone doing them until the situation returns to normal. Examine your bank records to find the source of these unneeded expenses. You might want to reduce your use of them or stop using them altogether. It's also time to cancel any monthly services you are no longer utilizing. Start making a list of the items you need and keep track of your daily spending. Determine which spending goes toward your needs, wants, and savings. You should cut back on your spending if it is highly skewed toward one item so that more money can go towards your requirements and protection. 2. Using a budget enables you to manage your finances. Keep tabs on your spending and look for opportunities to save money. It's great if you already have one. Then, consider reviewing it again to find ways to reduce your spending. A well-planned budget makes identifying and cutting back on unnecessary expenditures simpler. Managing your money gets complicated when you don't keep track of your expenses, debt payments, and household income. Creating and maintaining a budget, whether you use the envelope system or another approach. You can find areas you can improve using an Excel sheet or a budgeting application. Organize your spending carefully. It does not imply drastically reducing your spending, but rather improving your spending tracking so that you can make better plans. In addition, keeping track of your spending will help you understand how much and where your money is going, especially in tumultuous times when anything can happen. 3. Make your emergency plan stronger. If you don't already have one, this would be the ideal moment to start one. Emergency funds are intended to provide extra security in a monetary emergency that might arise during uncertain times. For example, suppose your income is suddenly lost due to illness, job loss, or other uncontrollable circumstances. By setting aside money for 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses, you will be able to pay your monthly household commitments. These savings might act as a safety net in difficult times. Enabling regular monthly money transfers into savings accounts will ensure that you consistently add to your emergency fund if you find it difficult to set aside money for one. Even if you currently have an emergency fund, consider strengthening your finances to provide a giant safety net to withstand unforeseen occurrences. 4. Add another source of income to your current one. Increasing your income is another way you can get ready for upcoming uncertainties. Having a second job can increase your revenue, fortify your emergency fund, and diversify your sources of income. Saving, however, is only a partial solution because inflation is increasing every year. Whether taking on a second job, asking for a raise, or starting your own business, you need to increase your income. You won't be reliant on one source of money in the future. Having a variety of sources of revenue will be essential. As a result, even if things go wrong with your first job, your secondary job or business can still provide you with income, and vice versa. 5. Invest. It's time to develop your investments after establishing an emergency fund and insurance coverage. It would help if you first ascertain your level of risk tolerance. Keep your money in a low-risk investment vehicle if you're a novice or a cautious investor. Investigate fixed income securities because they will provide you with a reliable source of income. In addition, you can benefit from having a reliable source of passive income with little risk because the face amount invested will be returned to you after the term, independent of changes in the performance of the current market. However, if you are a risk-taking investor, you may consider investing in stocks since they may provide greater returns than bonds and high-interest savings accounts. It would be beneficial if you kept in mind how unpredictable the stock market is. You could consequently lose your money in this situation. 6. Examine both short-term and long-term objectives. You must review and possibly rethink your financial goals before you can start preparing or making changes to your financial plan. Write down your top 10 financial objectives, including long-term and short-term ones. Once you have your list, think about the objectives that are most essential to you, whether they be retirement, savings, debt repayment, or something else. Set priorities for your objectives, establish a target, and monitor your progress. You get the chance to formally examine your goals, update them, and assess your progress from the previous year when you engage in financial planning. If you've never set goals before, seize the chance to do so to achieve or maintain financial stability, particularly during unpredictable times. As a result, set your objectives, set a goal, and monitor your development. 7. Families typically worry about insurance coverage, health emergencies, and losing a primary provider. Acquiring reputable life and health insurance products is critical to dealing with unexpected catastrophes like the recent epidemic. You and your loved ones are vulnerable if you don't have insurance. For this reason, choosing a quality insurance policy is crucial. You won't need to significantly alter your way of life if your job is secure and you have adequate health insurance for your family and yourself. Despite how vital insurance is, many people are still afraid to purchase it due to the cost and the belief that it is too early to do so. Although the first justification is understandable, consider all the potential outcomes yourself. Suppose something were to happen to you. You have an accident, become ill, or perhaps pass away. Consider buying insurance since you don't want your dependents to bear the entire cost. 8. Improve your credit rating. Obtaining credit can occasionally be tricky. For example, when your credit score is excellent, you may not be as reliant on credit to finance your purchases. But if your financial situation changes and you suddenly need credit, your credit score may suffer, making it more difficult for you to get approved. You can avoid all this by improving your credit score before you need it. Paying your bills on time, paying off your credit card balances, and verifying your credit report for errors are all ways to improve your credit score. Then, if you ever need credit in the future, you'll be in a better position to start. In addition, interest rates are rising on various items, including credit cards, mortgages, and personal and student loans. As a result, borrowing money now costs more than it did in the past. You can be qualified for a lower rate whether you apply for a new line of credit or refinance an existing loan. A lower credit score might also reduce the amount of money you owe in monthly payments, freeing up money you can put into your savings account or utilize for other purposes. 9. Keep your attention on debt repayment when uncertainty and impending debt obligations may make you more stressed. You can prevent paying too much interest over the long run by concentrating on paying off your debts with the highest interest rates. If the interest rates on your debts are comparable, pay off the one with the lowest balance first, and then apply that amount each month to the debt with the next smallest credit. Even though you might not be able to pay off your obligations right away, you could be able to cut your interest payments and monthly payments. Loan refinancing is among the most acceptable methods for achieving this. When you refinance on your own, you take out a new loan to pay off your old one on better terms. You can also consolidate your loans to pay one low interest rate rather than numerous rates. But this comes with expenses, so you should speak to a professional before doing so. 10. Seek aid. You don't have to go through the entire process of planning for the unforeseen alone. Planning your finances, especially for unforeseen situations, can initially appear intimidating. To begin with, find a professional who can guide you through the procedure. This can be a financial services professional or an accountant. You might also provide somebody outside the sector, such as a trusted family member or friend. Let them help you with your financial planning so that you will be better equipped to handle anything life throws at you. Do not wait till your finances are in disarray before going to hell. Get advice from a financial specialist who can evaluate your present financial condition and suggest changes to your financial strategy. However, the objective is to prevent the economic issues that worry you. It is only reasonable to worry about the things you cannot control when uncertain times arise. You can start making better financial decisions by controlling your spending, lowering expenses, and building up your savings. Make all the preparations to protect your family's finances so they are prepared for anything. Even the most cautious individual cannot adequately plan for every emergency. As the globe discovered during the epidemic, thinking ahead allows you to go through potential events and do your best to prepare for them. In addition, a financial plan helps you stay focused on your long-term objectives so that any short-term setbacks don't derail you from your aim. You can only do it if you want to survive uncertain times. Thank you so much for watching. This video has now come to an end. I hope you have a wonderful day. Cheers, all.